Ladies and gents, thanks for joining us at Loftus. We have a bit of an extended press con today. Let's kickstart with our regular stuff with captain, vice captain, and coach. Once we're done with that, we'll move across to the World Clubs 10 press conference. Benny will then take over.
I'll just start with something. Beste ding is koers, julle man almal welkom. Ek wil net duidelik maak, ek het nie 'n Twitter account of 'n Facebook account of Instagram nie. So die ou wat optree as Nollis Marais op Facebook is nie ek nie. Ouens wat my Engels al gehoor het en my skryf van Engels kan sien, dis nie ek daai nie. Ek praat nie oor dit. So die mense van die bulle wat kwaad raak vir my hoor, goed ek skryf op Facebook. Dis nie ek nie hoor. Net om dit gemaklik te maak.
And that's in English, please.
Ask the guy on Facebook.
You know you've arrived when you've got a fake social media.
Yeah, I'm just scared he's got more followers than I will have. No, it's just all good fun. I just laughed when I saw it. Quite good English. Spelling was good.
Notice new captain, some changes to the team. Has that been brought on obviously by what happened last weekend?
Yeah, some of it, definitely. I mean, Hanro was also always, unfortunately he was injured last weekend and I didn't want to risk, getting injured for this weekend by playing if he's 50-50. Hanro was always my captain going forward. That's why we played him last year, Currie Cup, also captain. We know Arno's going away. So Hanro, it's a logical choice for us to go forward into most probably of Super Rugby. It depends on how long Arden's going to be injured. And then also, for Currie Cup. I think that Hanro is an excellent leader, and with Burger there, they've come a long way with me, and they are the future of the Bulls. And good Afrikaans boys. We're just laughing about that today. They have to sharpen up the English as well. So yeah, I mean Hanro is, he's a born leader. His brother was my captain as well, and he's a good leader, and same with Burger.
And the other changes, obviously, Lizo.
Yeah, Lizo and Pierre, it's both playing such good rugby at the moment. I mean, I think Pierre's excellent. Lizo's playing good rugby. He's been, every time he's come off the bench, he's been good. So, and for them, for my, it's, two excellent Lizo. So I'll be giving Lizo a run this week. It's proven twice now he wants to play when he comes off the bench. So you'll give him a bit of a run.
Second row?
Yeah, second row, I think Archie and Jason deserve to start together. I think the youngsters deserve to start together. Lut's been starting most of the games. I think that Archie and Jason make a good combination. And it's a good opportunity this weekend, to give them a chance to start together. They're like brothers, the two of them. They live together, eat together, sleep together, I don't know. But they're good, they're always together, and so it'll be good for them as well.
How tough was it choosing between Stoney and Sean?
No, it's tough. I mean, Sean is a good rugby player and things. The reason why I picked Stoney is I think that we need a better moment is Stoney's a tough character. He's been my captain for a long while. I won a lot of cups with him. And I think that if Hanro gets injured, he's a good leader. The players look up to him. He's a strong character. If Hanro is injured, then he will take over the captaincy. I got a lot of respect for him. The players have a lot of respect for him. The juniors all look up to him. And so, it's always tough with decisions like that, but it's also based on purely leadership.
And Sbahle and Jade? Just the decision between Rabs, Sbahle.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I've lost you. Remember Afrikaans, so I go Max Swane. No, I mean, Jade was good for us last year in the Currie Cup. The first game we played, Western Province, he was excellent. He played me at a junior level as well. He's been doing well in training. The same, Rabs is playing excellent rugby. So it's a difficult choice between the two of them. But I think that Rabs is a bit more of a left winger, and Jade's been playing rugby all the time, and he's used to how we're both playing. But I believe that Rabs will get his chance still down the season. He's an excellent rugby player. But it's no time for Jade and also to get his opportunity.
Nollis, if Adrian had been fit, would he have played this weekend?
Unsure, because I think at the moment at this stage that decision was taken out of my hand with his injury, and I've always said to him from the beginning that we'll give Yaku and Edgar a start and give them opportunity as well. We're at that stage at the moment that we also need to try and get a youngsters exposure against the New Zealand sides, and it will also be a good opportunity for them to play.
How important is it for your remaining senior players to take responsibility in a manner in which they didn't do last week?
Yeah, the funny thing is, we talked about it this morning. You know, we're talking about a guy like Lydia Acher being a senior. He's 24 years old. Most of this team is very, very young. I mean, how old is Burger? 24. So it's a young side. I mean, that's the thing. But at the end of the day, is that after last week's performance, we need to put up a better performance this weekend. And I believe that the guys here at the moment on paper, the guys will put it up this weekend. And they know what's expected of them. We know we disappointed the fans, so it's not getting past that.
Notice, have you maybe taken some time to look at what's happened in the past? There was a similar season here in 2008 where the Bulls were taking some big hidings. And then what happened in the aftermath of that? Have you taken time to look at that, talk to the players about it, and say to them, you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel?
Yeah, look, let's be honest. On Saturday, it was a very difficult night for us. For me personally as well. And we sat down. I had a discussion with a lot of players on Sunday and Monday, the way forward and what we believe. We know it's been a tough situation, and luckily I see my coach there. It's the back. Hello, Coach Heineke, how are you doing? So I phoned Coach Heineke also. I phoned Coach Heineke on Sunday as well. Coach Heineke has always been my mentor. And he gave me opportunity in my coaching career, so I phoned him on Sunday. In fact, he phoned me later on again. And we had a discussion about the same situation he was in 2007 and the years before that, you know, how they changed from battling into a winning side. And he gave me a lot of advice as well, and I appreciate that as well. And we had a lot of discussions during the week between myself and Coach Heineke. I've got no ego, so for me it's easy to speak to someone that's been through it. It hasn't been an easy season, difficult times, but it's nice to, you know, you've got a guy like Coach Heineke you can phone and talk to on a friend basis, and also a coaching mentor. So he helped me a lot with a lot of decisions I need to make, you know, just a bit of a guidance in the sense of the way I want to go forward and what I always believed in. Because sometimes when it goes tough, you think to yourself, listen, are you still on the right track forward? And I have a lot of support from the old Bulls. Umvaini and all of them, you know, they give you support and they've been through it all. So, you know, that helped me in making a lot of decisions the way forward.
Andrew, from a player's perspective, what's been the thinking this week, especially after Saturday?
Well, for us, it's just this week's been the main focus, just to put up a better performance as last week. I think we let ourselves down in many aspects. So this week, just going out, give a better performance, just getting the respect for ourselves and the fans back out there.
And how heavy of a burden is it to captain a team that's not doing well, that has not done well this season, with so much expectation?
It's not, I think for me personally, it's not that much of a burden. I just think we have quality guys out there. For me, it's just going out there and getting the best out of them. I think we're all grown up men out there that can make decisions for themselves. So for me, just making the big calls, making the calls that need to be taken at the right times,